I'm Paul Youlten. I'm the founder with my daughter of a website called Yellow Wikis, which if you're in the UK you can't access because we got sued last year by Yell, the Yellow Pages company.
Right. What can you say about that story?
I can't say very much, except that it was resolved amicably, but effectively if you're in the UK you can't access Yellow Wikis, but the rest of the world is enjoying access to a wiki-based Yellow Pages system.
Right. Fantastic. So where are we today?
We're in the Esprit clothes shop on Regent Street.
Yeah, here's some clothes.
And we're in I think this is the boys section, 2 to 11. They've got some nice little jackets there.
Yeah.
And just around the corner are a whole bunch of entrepreneurs and venture capitalists all busy networking with each other.
Blazers and blue jeans.
Yeah, not as many chinos as I thought.
Okay.
But it's and lots of men. A lot of men there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you met anybody interesting today?
Well, I've really just been catching up. Well, I've met a couple of people that I've known online, and I've actually they've become like real people now.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I was brought here by Paul Miller, who he's setting up something called the School of Everything, which is well, I describe it as the love child of eBay and Floodlight. You know, Floodlight, the evening course book. So it's good to see him again. I've just come back from 2 months in Palo Alto.
Okay.
Where I've been doing some work with another wiki company called Social Text.
Yes, indeed.
And they do like wikis for businesses.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd be surprised if there was anybody who hadn't heard of Social Text.
Oh, okay. So Ross Mayfield is he's my boss at the moment.
Cool. So what's exciting in your world at the moment?
What's exciting? Well, you know, I've just been totally overwhelmed by wikis the last 2 years, so and I still don't really understand why the whole world hasn't been wikied. One of the really interesting things that's going on in the States at the moment is the kind of the way that Google isn't really working properly. So so I don't know whether you know that Jimmy Wales is setting up a kind of people-driven search engine, that's going to be really exciting.
Okay, cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. My son has got an idea for a little wiki he's going to set up. He's 14. I think there's this whole generational thing going on too.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the tools are so simple and so easy. I mean, making videos, podcasting.
Sure. Real ordinary people who have never worn a black T-shirt in their life are doing it and making useful things for themselves.
And it's actually much more exciting. And I know people at the BBC, and the BBC, not just the BBC, but a lot of the big established media companies, they're in a bit of a crisis because they don't really know how to engage with people like my kids who just they don't sit down and watch television anymore. And what else is good? Well, I guess the other thing is how to make money from all of this. So it's okay to have a hobby and blog as a hobby, but if you can work out how to actually make money, which goes into the motivational aspects of social media. So there's the what's in it for me is the traditional way that people think about work, for example. So I'll go to work and get paid for a certain number of hours work, or I might go into eBay and sell my junk and get cash back for it. So that's what's in it for me. But there's part of social media which is what a friend of mine called Patrick Dunn says is what of me is in it, and it's about putting something of yourself into either a community or into some sort of publication or group. Kind of collecting content, and if you can work out how you fit into those two kind of bits of motivation, then you'll be able to justify the amount of time that you spend on your project.
Cool.
Project is probably the word of
the mot du jour. Excellent. It's been great talking to you, Paul. Thanks very much indeed.
My pleasure. See you soon. Bye.